Hey guys, it's Emily. I chose to do Nearpod for my technology piece. So if you do not yet have a Nearpod account, you would go ahead and click sign up for free. It would just ask you for your first and last name, email, and a password. I'm going to click login since I already have an account. So I'm going to type in my email and password. The reason that I chose to do Nearpod is because my district actually just purchased the paid version. So there is a free version, but there's also a paid version. So I figured I might as well research this since I will hopefully be using it pretty regularly next year in my instruction. So once you're logged in, I'm going to go ahead and click on My Nearpod. When I do this, you can see that I have a couple different lessons here on my screen already, but I'm going to go over to the Learn tab first, just to show you some help that the website offers. So they do offer some live webinars. You can sign up for those, or if you aren't going to be able to make them, you can register to receive a recording of them. And then down at the bottom, they have some self-paced webinars, which I personally would prefer. And then they have how it works, how to create a Nearpod lesson, and how to launch a lesson. So I think that that's super helpful that they offer that. I'm going to go back to my Nearpod, and I am going to go ahead and hit Explore. So if I hover over this Explore tab, it says Nearpod Lesson Library, School Library, and District Library. If I click on the school library, since my district has an account now, I work at Trimmer Elementary. So in this library, it's all videos that have been uploaded by Trimmer teachers. For the district, it would be the entire district. I'm going to go up to Nearpod Lesson Library, and I'm going to type in long division. So what this page essentially is if you think about Teachers Pay Teachers and how you can search for other people's resources, that's essentially exactly what this page is, but it's all Nearpod. I'm also going to do a filter on that, and I'm going to do math, fourth grade, so that it kind of refines the search for me. Now, I already have this one downloaded, but I'm going to show you that process anyhow. So if I click on this, I can preview the lesson. And as a teacher, you obviously want to look through it and make sure it has what you want in it before you download it. So it has a guiding question, which I like because that goes back to what we've learned. It has the learning objective, and then you go ahead and get started. So it starts here with an open-ended question. It asks it up here, and students can type it in here, and the teacher will get instant feedback on that. I'm not going to go through this whole thing because I'm not going to have the time to, but there are other slides in here that have quizzes on them and polls on them to kind of gauge how the students are feeling about the lesson. So I am going to click Show in my library, and then I'm just going to click My Library. And you can see that I have this in here. Now, if I do a live lesson, that means that my screen, my teacher screen, controls all my students. So when I click the next button, the slides go on all of their screens. If they do a student-paced lesson, then they are working at their own pace, okay? You can actually also edit your lessons. I do duplicate lessons so that if I change anything, I still have the original. And what you can do when you edit them is you can drag and move them. So if you want to move the slides around, you can do that. You could also delete slides. So if you think that there are unnecessary slides in here, you can get rid of them. You can also convert some of the slides to the draw it if you wanted to, so students could draw on that slide if needed. So I know this was a very, very quick tutorial. 5 minutes is not very long, but I used Nearpod once. I really liked the lesson that we did. I felt like the kids were very, very engaged. And I would be interested to see, with working with it a little bit more, just to see everything that it really has to offer. So if you have any questions, please ask. I'm more than willing to answer. And it was neat learning about a new technology tool that I'll hopefully be able to use more in my classroom. Thanks, guys.